Both
So,
teams bringing
awkward.
99
Yeah,
points.
they are. Both teams are bringing 99 points. I think this is the same setup that we saw Odins run last time, and this is the same setup that we've seen literally Triggered run every time before that. So we're getting the
I'll be
dream.
very
We get to see the
curious.
literally Trigger run. Yeah.
They brought 2 Stabber fleets. This is unexpected. No one could have foreseen this. They brought the comp that they keep winning with.
Maybe what they should have opened up with here. But I almost brought it up last time. I was going to say like, I wonder what would have happened if Odin's Call had brought this setup versus the setup or if literally Triggered brought this setup versus Odin's Call. Well, I'm getting my wish, and now we get to see what happens. I'm a little worried about the Guardian here, weirdly enough, just because of how much speed Odin's Call has and all of their like we've seen some light missiles and rockets and stuff just fry logistics and small ships earlier. Like they have plenty of application to take that thing down, depending on the screening. But literally, Triggered's been so good with their screening this entire day. So yeah, I'm not sure. It's Bay said that he knew who was going to win, but I think this is really up in the air still.
Yeah, this literally Triggered comp seems to have been good when it like has control on the field, when it can pin things down and get on top of it. But I mean, Orthrus's and Sleipnir's a little bit trickier to do that on. So I guess it'll come down to how effective the frigate piloting, the Pontifex, the Confessor, the Vengeance, the Stabber fleets, of course, how effective they can try and get on top of stuff and serve them up to the Tempest fleets, or if the Sleipnirs and Orthruses will be able to get away, and the Scimitar, of course, as well. The Scorpion Navy, he's just chilling, he's going to get caught. He's not fussed.
Yeah, he doesn't really care. He hits the entire field. We are seeing Odin's Call actually burning kind of straight up and around, so I think they're going to try and go for like a starburst and into the back lines here. A little bit of damage going out on that flycatcher already, not all that much. Literally, Trigger does have pretty much entirely autocannons, so we're not going to see any people just getting surprised popped off, 90 km off. A little bit of damage on the Guardian too, so I don't know. They're just kind of jockeying into position, playing it slow, always good.
Yeah, assuming those are AC Sleipnirs at this range, they're not. Are they? I can't remember, to be honest. They fielded this before, didn't they? But I can't remember if they were AC.
Yeah, it's AC Sleipnirs.
Yeah,
Watch
and
the Orthrus of Jokan Otsober here crawling around the side, just a little out of position, trying to pull the red team here, literally Triggered apart, convince one of those Stabber fleet issues to pull away from his Guardian to clear a route in for tackle. That's the kind of positioning that happens in the background of the AT that we don't often comment on, but it's what makes things like this so interesting. There you can see Ragnar is finally burned in, and it looks like we have the start of the real fight here.
Yeah, with the Guardian on the field, the ranged reps and the Scimitar as well, it gives both these teams sort of a little bit more freedom to try and make moves happen. Obviously, if you're waiting for Deacons to catch up to you, you feel a lot more limited in where you can go in this kind of Stabber fleet or sort of similar kind of tankiness ship. Whereas with the Guardian, you can go in, you can poke, you can try and sort of do some posturing. If it doesn't work out, you can possibly get out again, which Ragnar seems to have done.
He played really smart there, and he there was some webs out on both sides, but as soon as he was tackled, counter tackled the guy tackling him, and both sides are like, we should break off. We don't necessarily want to go for this. A little bit of damage coming out on the Vengeance right now. I think that's just the light missiles kind of hitting into it. But yeah,
he's right back up. He's fine.
I'm liking literally Triggered right here. They're staying really well together. Like they're not getting baited off. And I'm saying that a lot of damage is going out on this Pontifex right here.
Yeah, the rep's going to land in time. Oh, come on, Park Bank, you can do it. Well, Park Bank, I believe in you, hero. Come on. Oh, he's doing it, or is he? I don't know. Is it enough? He's caught him. He's got him just about, but he won't survive another of those. He's 48% structure, so if that happens again, he's doomed.
Oh, that's
okay.
Never
that
a
puts
good
a little
thing.
bit of pressure on.
Yeah, just really have to pull the Pontifex
again.
back.
Look at this, though. Reiferson is right in there in the back lines. He's managing to maneuver his Tempest fleet issue right in on top of the flycatcher of Ensing, and he might be able to catch the Scorpion Navy issue of Melinda here as well.
Yeah, Park Bank's having to work hard. He's let the Vengeance go. Yeah. But yeah, this Tempest fleet's already in position. He's on top of the Flycatcher. He's the Scorpion Navy. He's got a Sleipnir in range as well. The Orthruses aren't too far away either. So yeah, this Tempest fleet issue's in a dangerous position. He's sort of in the middle of the action. So it remains to be seen exactly what he can do from this kind of position. I think he's shooting the Flycatcher for the time being. The Flycatcher is catching reps though.
He is shooting at the flycatcher, but he's got both Sleipnirs moving in on him right now. So I think they're going to... Oh, God, look at that damage. So much damage coming. Like, it's a Tempest fleet. They're very, very tanky ships, relatively speaking, and just getting completely destroyed here. I don't know if those ranged reps from the Guardian are going to be enough to keep them up.
Oh, they've caught the Orthrus now. The Orthrus of Yokan. He's tackled down by the Stabber fleet and the Sacrilege, and this Tempest fleet of J.A. Aloysius is just burning straight towards him. Ryfason is trying to tank. Parkbank's got reps on him. He may have a local rep as well, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. But this Orthrus is absolutely melting as the Tempest fleet arrives.
Yeah, Parkbank should be hitting about optimal rep range now, but it's not. I don't know. He's bleeding structure. He's holding on barely though. Like, this Tempest fleet survives.
There's so many
or two.
There's so many rep drones on the Guardian that need to be not on the Guardian. This Tempest fleet issue's dying, boys. He's dying, and the rep drones are in the wrong place. There's so many heavy bots, so many medium bots. You need to put them on the Tempest fleet. Rep drones are insane, and they're all in the wrong place.
Yeah, but look at that. He's catching. He's actually starting to come back a little bit here. Okay, he's going back down again. Maybe a couple heated reps. Look at that. He just got repped up for 30% of his armor in one go. So Guardian.
Look at this. The Hoda Dainari is diving into the back line. He's going to be able to get tackle here on this Guardian. This is going to put the Eltrig team at a real disadvantage potentially. They're going to trade DPS here for logistics.
Oh, the Stabber fleets. No, he would have lived so much longer with those rep drones. There's so many rep drones on the Guardian just being irrelevant. They're not repping anything. Guys.
It's I don't know.
What to say.
This fleet. I mean, the Guardian's still doing okay. It's a little bit tackled, but they're doing some damage to it. I don't know. These Tempest fleets are just not applying what they're not doing anywhere near as good as they've been doing for the past couple matches we've been seeing. This Guardian's eating shit right now, dropping super fast. And he's gone.
Yeah, and that Orthrus is tackled, but there's not much on him for the time being. It's the Sacrilege and the Stabber fleet issue again, but that first fleet Tempest was elsewhere doing his thing, so he's not in position, effectively is what I'm trying to say. And he's in fact burning around, not on top of the Orthrus, so he's not in optimal range. He's got transversal. Yeah, it's not ideal, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know what they can do here. The Tempest fleet's held down by the Scorpion at this point, so it's not going anywhere. Maybe if it loads up Barrage and tries to take the Orthrus down or something, like get a little bit more on the board. But yeah, this Tempest fleet's taking damage from a Navy Scorpion and 2 Sleipnirs. That's about 3,500 DPS, and that's really, like, you're just not going to live very long under that.
Yeah, it's really disappointing. Obviously for literally Trigger here, they put up a valiant performance. They brought their win comp and aren't winning. But yeah, that rep drone situation is kind of a cardinal sin, to be honest. Rep drones are insanely powerful, which is why everyone brings them pretty much every match. And if they're just sitting on something that's full health, when you're literally your biggest DPS ship on the field is taking aggro, you need to take the 1 second it takes to press F on your rep drones, make them go over there instead, because they're just insane. They are insane. I can't put it into words. They're so strong, and if they're in the wrong place, it's a really big error.
You sound pretty triggered there.
I am literally triggered. Yeah, I am literally triggered by these rep drones being in the wrong place.
My question too is, like, what were they doing with the Fleet Tempest? Like, I feel that they went in to go fight something and then got tackled, and one of them was trying to take down a Flycatcher and not hitting it at all, and the other one was like, I don't really know what I'm doing, and they killed an Orthrus, which cool. They're not even that scary of ships in this setup.
Yeah, it seemed like he saw an opening, tried to go in for something, and it didn't work out because Parkbank had been pushed too far below the plane that they were all spreading out on. He was about 70 kilometers away during the start of that fight, and he wasn't able to get proper reps onto the Ryfason in the Tempest fleet until about 10-15 seconds later. Anyway, with that, let's head back to the studio and dissect it a bit more.